So, hello VC and whoever's watching. Recently I went shopping a little bit and got some new records, which I'd like to share with you. And most of them I got like going to flea markets, going to stores. Just one, the first one I got online because it was such a good offer I couldn't pass. Especially like I compared it to the times I found this record at stores, and so I said, okay, I have to get it. So starting with Spooky Tooth, it's all about. I think also like the first record. It I really enjoyed it. It's you can already hear like the Brock psych style they kept developing to the 70s. Like first one I got by them was Spooky 2, but I think like from the very beginning they had like kind of their style and developed it, but it was already like not the typical 60s stuff. So really good one. I can highly recommend it. It's on a black and silver Fontana label, so it's a German first press, and it was quite a nice deal. So I had to get it, especially after listening to Spooky 2 more often. I wanted to get some of the other stuff. So yeah, I got this one. The next two I got at one store. First one is Citrine Homesick Blues by Bob Dylan. It's the Dutch pressing from CB on the old CBS label. To be honest, I was quite amazed to get it because mostly when I find Dylan records, it's from the 70s, 80s period. So I rarely see any of the 60s stuff. And then not on the old CBS label, but the new one, which with the orange coloring, orange, yellow coloring. Um, so I thought I'd make quite a good deal on this one. Turns out I paid a bit too much, which kind of surprised me. Like when I checked the online prices, I could have get it way cheaper, but it is what it is. Still quite amazing record, especially the Evergreen. It's all over now, Baby Blue. I really loved it. So far, I only knew the version of the Birds and of them, but this one is so much better in my eyes. It's more intimate. It's just reduced to the essential, and the phrasing is, I think, way better than the Birds were. But everyone can judge about this by its own. By its own. Next one I got at the same store is Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band, Safe as Milk. This is a 70s repress on the Buddha Records from Germany, and I was really surprised to find this. Because I rarely ever see this, and I've been looking for this for a long time. And then for the price, it was super cheap. Okay, the record was a little bit dirty and all that, but I have a cleaning machine, a manual cleaning machine, nothing special. But cleaning it sounds amazing, and it's nothing compared to like Troutmaster Replica. It's way more, uh, yeah, maybe more common stuff. It's way easier to get access to this record. It sounds amazing. I mean, Captain Beefheart has a kind of interesting, unique voice. You maybe have to get used to it in the first place, but I think this is a very good record to start to get into his music, and yeah, it's really bluesy, which surprised me, especially the A side. But it's quite a good record, and I got both, like the Dylan and this one, at the same store. This was super cheap. Dylan was too expensive, so I guess in the end it was kind of an okay deal I made. All right, next one is I got the next four records on flea market. Procol Harum, a salty dog. It's I think it's a pressing from Belgium on the Cube label, and I also like it was at the flea market. There were rarely any record sellers, only two, and the first one I met, who had like amazing records for really good prices. Unfortunately, a lot of them were really damaged, but I got like four, no, three at this by the seller for a really good price. It was like really cool to bargain with him, and I'm really glad to get the Salty Dog. I've listened to this record long time ago when I was a teenager. I had it on my iPhone, and then I deleted it. And getting back to this record, it just so many memories popped up. And to be honest, I think this is my favorite Procol Harum record. I like it more than Shine On Brightly, White Shade of Pale, um, Broken Barricades. Those are the ones that I got really into. It's just amazing. I think from the start to the beginning, especially what I really like is The Devil Came from Kansas. Um, It's always like connected to me with a special situation, and especially the A side, I just really enjoyed it, and it's a great one to find it, especially in Germany. Mostly I find like a later repress on MFP from MFP Records. So to find like an earlier one with the original cover was quite cool for me, especially for the price. So the guy who sold it to me was very nice and kind. And as I said, he had good prices. Also, the next one, Steppenwolf, the second album or the second. It's on the ABC label, so it's a repress, German repress, but still, also like he made me a good offer in this one. It's especially like Steppenwolf records in Germany, or like where I look around, they're not like the cheapest, especially like if they're on the ABC record or the ABC label, like the later MCA labels. You can make some good deals, but I was glad to get like an earlier press. So of course, it's not the first press. Um, and I was disappointed. Like I really got into Steppenwolf by their first record, Steppenwolf, with the hit, like with the big hits, Born to Be Wild, the Pusher. But listening to the second one, I think it's also like it can be compared to the first one. Like I think they're on the same level musically spoken. And though it's kind of interesting how they developed, of course, with Magic Carpet Ride, like they got more into like psychedelic direction. Um, yeah, but I really love it, and I'm quite glad I got it. Also, the next one is from the same seller. It's The Doors, Waiting for the Sun, and it really surprised me. Like the guy, he put little letters in the records and checked like the latest Discogs prices. And you know, for some records, he had like ridiculously high prices, which I don't understand. Um, for others like this, it was like cheap, and then you still could bargain. So yeah, it was kind of nice to get those, especially listed on the original Golden Electro label. It's a German press. Uh, to be fair, like the vinyl is like VG minus. I cleaned it, but still it has some crackles and all that. But still sounds good. But the record or the sleeve itself, it's just amazing. And I just love the Doors, and I love the covers, especially this one and Morrison Hotel. And it's just lovely to watch and listen to. Of course, my personal favorite is also on it. It's Wild Child by the Doors. Um, yeah, really glad I got it. Though the main track, Waiting for the Sun, was later released on Morrison Hotel, which is also like this and Wild Child. Those are my favorite tracks. It's not on the record called Waiting for the Sun, but yeah, still glad. I think I showed it in the earlier videos that I also got Morrison Hotel, so I'm glad I got records with both songs on it. Yeah, and the last one for today is Psychonaut by Brain Ticket. Um, it's on the Bellaphone label, though it's a repress, a German repress. And it's what's it called? Like, there's one famous record by Brain Ticket. I don't get it now. I don't have them. Can't remember it right now. Which is, I guess, quite famous, like with the cover with the colorful face on it. Um, so I think this is like not the most common record by them, but still goes in the same direction. It's very psychedelic, uh, very, yeah, like they have parts in the songs where they jam a lot, and like really interesting sounds, and instruments playing. Like on the first side, there's one track really influenced by the sitar, and it's just really cool how they got those involved in the songs, but still the songs are, yeah, it's not like hard to listen to them. It's really cool. It's like you can dive in and just get lost in the sound, and it's really nice record. I'm glad I got it. It was kind of like a blind shot. I knew about Brain Ticket. I knew about kind of the direction or the music they make, but I didn't know Psychonauts. I got it, got a good price for it, and I wasn't disappointed. I can highly recommend it. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and maybe see you soon.